Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Corey and this is KRP Models. I've been absent for a long time. A lot of things have been going on in my life, as you would expect, as everybody goes through stuff. I really can't remember where I left off, but I think it was about right here. So I'm going to start with this area here. I've done a lot. I've mostly in this area here. I've got a train lined up here. Been rolling it around and testing stuff out. Pour plastic off over here. If you guys are new to the channel, I do model Mojave. And so this is the Mojave area. But everything's been going pretty smoothly. I've got all the ballast done on the yard. Just a lot of little odds and ends that need to be, buttoned up, of course. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I just don't care anymore because I think it's good enough. But obviously there's still a lot of buildings that I want to build. And I'm going to get to that, of course. There's a lot of things that need to be changed here on the mountain. For instance, the fence up there is way out of proportion. And I might even change this to Tehachapi scenery. So this is supposed to be Cal Portland cement. I got 2 stub tracks here. This is supposed to go here and make that work, but I'm still deciding on that. And my world famous Tropicana car I dropped on the floor the other day, which is great. So that thing broke. Oh well, I'll fix it. I did put in crossings here. I have a Showcase Miniatures Darth Vader signal working off a block animator there. Another one's supposed to go over there, but for some odd reason I couldn't get one of the lights to work, so that's gonna have to wait. I did put a plexiglass little bump shield there for the end of Oak Creek Overpass Road there, and I actually was able to glue on the other side of the fencing there, even though it's kind of separated now, so I'll have to go back and re-glue that. And I did a lot of scenery up over here on the abutment. Turned out pretty good. I was experimenting with sage grass, so I just took random tufts and kind of experimented with, I went to the hobby shop and got sage green, painted it, and then I dusted it with white. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I did get some Showcase Miniatures telephone poles. As you can see there, I got the guy wire on there. I always thought they were called guide wires, but not. So this is a BLMA antenna tower, which goes on the base there. I scratch built all this except for the one on the left. The silver building is BLMA from Craig, my buddy Craig. Shout out to Craig. The one on the right is a precast utility shelter. So what I did there is I literally scoured the internet, and I finally found a picture where I could scalp not the texture, but the picture of how that looks. So that's a glued on picture of the texture of those buildings, if you will. So I'm still working on that. So I'm planning on doing that. And as far as the antenna tower itself, I literally ran wires down in this on the inside of it, and it's supposed to go about right here. So one goes to each building, as you can see, kind of like that, but I'll get to that. Yeah, so the ballast is all done in the yard. Pretty much all the ballast is done except for this section here. And as far as that goes, I have my crossing gates and signals to install. But as I go along, as you can see, got a BLMA segmental bridge there. Nicely done. Everything's nice and straight. So over here in the corner we have a faller. I think it's faller. It's an operational wind turbine. I've yet to hook that up. When I was putting it together, I kind of messed the gears up. We'll see if that works. Looking forward to that. So if you can see, kind of out of my old playbook here, I've got my heavy hauler with my 650 or 632 scraper, one of the two. Not a 57, but a whatever scraper. My heavy hauler from Train Works. Wish they would come out with more stuff. With the pilot car there. The road itself took me a long time to dial in. I weathered the hell out of it, as you can see, compared to the other stuff. But I did make the transition here. I think I did it so good you can't even tell. So, and that was the point, right? So over here I have the public storage facility. And train standing by over here. So nothing's really changed over here. As you can see, the valence is off because I thought I was going to have to move, which kind of sucked, but it's all down here. Going to be putting all this back together and doing my deal. We got the my 2 units there. I gotta tell you, I'm kind of embarrassed as a model railroader. I only have 2 active units lashed together besides this guy over here. But you know what? This is pretty much it, guys. So starting a new job and thinking I was gonna move. I'm back at it. I'm so glad that I didn't chop up this layout because yeah, that would have been a pain in the butt. But okay guys, so this is what I got going on, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you very soon. I'm getting back after it. So okay, later.